Hey, Jody. I accidentally hit go live, so we're live now.
Is there something that we can prop it up on?
What's up, guys? Sorry, we're getting set up here. I accidentally hit the button. That's not good. Nope.
What?
I accidentally hit the button to go live. Mike, guess what? We're right down the street from you, buddy. We just got here to our house in St. Pete. And it was quite the adventure. All right, we're going to try to get it set up here. Sorry for the... Is that better? All right, how's the sound, guys? This is the first time we've ever done this from here. Let us know how the sound and the picture quality is.
Oh, yeah. Food in my tea.
Yeah. My head's cut off there. What's up, Luke? What's up, Dave? And other Dave. Okay, cool. All right. We did not fake the accident to get. We just pulled in our driveway here about 45 minutes ago. And
Oh man, I look like a dead person, but thankfully I'm not a dead person.
so here's what happened, guys. We got a few people in here, so we'll start telling the story now, I guess.
Sure.
So I shut these doors. I feel like that heater sounds loud over there too. So this is a different bed than we're used to here, obviously, because we're at our bed here in Florida. Also, I'm just gonna ramble on because
Go for it.
yeah. So we woke up. What's today? Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, I woke up at 7:30. What time did you wake up at 7?
About the same.
7:30.
7:45.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we woke up
Okay,
Wednesday
remember, we're not interrupting, okay?
morning, and I have played every single day of. I haven't taken a day off since Easter, and I've only taken off like 3 days this year, 4 days this year, something ridiculous. I know I've had 2 days off since March 1st when we started quarantining. So yesterday I was just like, no, I really need to take a day off, but I'm not going to take a day off if I'm in New Jersey. So I was like, we need to go to Florida. We need to go to our house in Florida. And so I started looking for flights. And then I don't even know what happened, but I was like, let's just drive now. So it was we packed everything up and then got on the road at 10:30 last night and started driving to Florida. I was pumped. I was feeling good. I was in the zone. 6 a.m. rolls around. We're in South Carolina. Jody and all the kids are sleeping. And then out of nowhere, this giant piece of concrete just comes straight through the window, like you see in the thumbnail. And I feel like I blacked out. I don't even know what happened. She went into a state of shock. She couldn't even speak.
Oh, I could speak. It was just coming out weird.
Yeah, I pulled over to the side of the road. And then, oh, God, just so much happened from there. What's up, though? How's everybody doing? But anyway, so the point is that I slept in 39 hours. It ended up taking 22 hours to get here when I easily would have made it in like 15, no problem, if it weren't for that issue. And our car is still in South Carolina. We had to rent a car. So anyway, this is the Thursday night live stream from a new location this week from two very tired people. And we're going to try to give as much energy as we possibly can. Our kids are probably exhausted also. And, oh, that's me talking.
Yeah.
Our kids are probably exhausted also, and they're just going to be stored out in their rooms, and that's going to be okay. But, yeah, you guys can throw any questions you have in the chat. If you're here, give us a like on the thumbs up button thingy. This is going to be a train wreck.
I probably still have glass in my hair. Like, I'm
Yeah,
legit afraid to...
We probably shouldn't even be sitting in the bed right now. But, yeah, hit the thumbs up button if you can. That'll bring more people in here. And let's go into the comments and see what's going on. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat, and we'll get some discussion going. I don't know how long we're going to last here tonight.
Yeah.
If we do a half-hour stream, we'll be good. We've been doing mostly 49-minute streams, but if we can do a half-hour stream, it's going to be good. All right, so, yeah, David, what's up? Luke, what's going on, buddy? How's it going? Mike, what's up? our son Mike, and he said I look like I'm 21
You hat on.
because I have a hat on.
I look like I'm 90.
My eyes don't. I feel like my eyes don't appear as haggard as they feel.
Oh my god, my eyes are so puffy. I'm just. This is the complete opposite of last week's stream.
What's up, Thomas? How's it going? You've been working hard, I assume. Mark, how's it going, buddy? Yes, very tired people. Good morning. And we are all safe and lucky to do it. If you guys follow Jody on Instagram, she posted a bunch of pictures from the accident. I'm gonna get into the story. I'll go into the story a little bit more since
I'm not getting any look.
that's weird. That's weird because you just got comments that came through that I didn't get yet. That's strange. Okay. So am I playing at the Hard Rock this weekend? Probably not. So like I said, I haven't.
Probably not.
Oh yeah, probably not.
No. What?
Definitely not. I mean, so like I said, I haven't taken any days off at all this year, and so I really needed to just take a couple days off and chill. So that's why we're down here. I'm just gonna relax, do some reading, hang out with the kids, not play any poker. Did I play any of the WSB online events in Jersey? So the actual bracelet events haven't started yet. They start July 1st, and I don't know if I'll play any. It depends on what the schedule's like. Problem is that a lot of times they start a lot later than I play poker. So I'm usually done playing by 4 or 5 o'clock. Oh my God, I said the thing. I'm usually done playing by 4 or 5 o'clock, and the tournaments don't start till 6 o'clock. So then, and there's like 4 hours of late registration, so that ends up being way too long. Dude, you are trash. Play me heads up. $100 I want to take off. All right, sounds good. Let's go.
Yeah, that did not come through on my.
What's up, Cold Blood? Hope you're doing well. Nice dinner with the wife, Thomas. I like it. Mike with his biggest tournament score on Poker Bros today and 100K guaranteed, placed 5th. That's nice. I like it. That's good work, son. Keep it going. Okay, so the concrete, yeah. There was no witnesses that we saw. Nobody pulled over. There was no what are they called? Overpasses. Yeah, there's no overpasses. So we don't think anybody threw it from anywhere. It likely got spun up from a truck, or there was a landscaping truck in front of us. So we think that's maybe where it came from. Ryan DePolo is funny, and I enjoy some of his stuff. And David said, been wanting to ask for some more mental game discussions. I imagine you've had some big swings, especially when you play high limits. Have you had to deal with tilt issues? How did you overcome that? Okay. So I'm trying to think of the best resources to go deeper at this. So the general thing is that I've worked really hard on mental game in general for a long time, starting probably 10 years ago. I never really dealt with tilt, but I dealt with not playing my A game. And I really addressed that by working on things off the table. So meditating, eating well, getting enough sleep. Obviously not sleeping right now. That's why I'm not going to have to play my A game at all here. And this is probably going to be my D+ stream game here. Jody's just going to sleep the whole time while I talk. Is that cool with you? But yeah, so I've written a bunch of different articles on mental game on my site on lifeoftrevor.com, and then I just actually, we can plug this too actually, because both of us just did DGAF's podcast sessions this week. Episodes came out this week. So my episode came out on Tuesday, and I talked about mental game in there. I talked about some of the things that I learned in there, and then Jody's episode came out today. But then also our podcast, I talk about mental game stuff on the podcast all the time. So if you go to the Raising the Nuts podcast on any of those platforms, I talk about that stuff there pretty frequently. But the main idea is just to be able to be detached from the results and just focus on the process, and then that helps a lot with not worrying about not worrying about the results and tilting. Jonathan, little stuff is good. Okay, yeah, that's I'm not too familiar with any of that stuff. Ryan just found out Global Poker technically a sweepstakes site that you can send envelopes or receive free entries to play per sweepstakes law, allowing people to earn a free entry. Yeah, so I know that's so I think they have a kind of a loophole, and that's kind of what they go with. So I've played on there in the past, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Now that when we have New Jersey online poker, I haven't worried about that. But I know that there are some people out there that do like global. What's up, Daniel? Hope you're doing well. Awesome to see one of the hottest couples in poker is alive and well. We are alive and well somewhat. We're struggling, hitting the struggle bus here.
Not feeling very hot right
Yeah, I can't wait to go to bed. Can't wait to go to bed. But we're happy to be here on this Thursday night as usual, and happy that we're all here in one piece and that my face didn't get smashed in by concrete. And yeah. Anything to say?
No, me too.
Okay. Ben, what's up, buddy? Ben gave us $4.99,
Thanks,
which
Ben.
means that we're only stuck $995 today on the concrete blast. He said, glad you and the kids are safe. I had a rock hit my windshield when driving to Maryland Live last year, but nothing compared to your experience.
Don't have water. Daddy has to go get some.
Yeah,
Okay.
not cool.
You'll have to wait.
We actually had a rock hit our windshield. When was that going to Rochester? We were driving somewhere.
I don't remember.
And
we had to have
the windshield replaced.
So it's less than a year old.
Yeah, and now this one is obviously just toast.
It's trash.
In a
And
minute.
it dug into the dashboard.
Yeah, in a minute. Are you kidding me?
What the?
You're crazy, man. I'm gonna skip all these other comments for a second. Luke, you're crazy, man. You really just do that? That's really awesome. I'm
so
about to
nice.
cry right now. I'm so tired, and it's just
And
so nice.
it's been a really emotional day.
Yeah, it's been an emotional day.
I've been
So-
on the verge of tears repeatedly today.
Yeah. So Luke with the $200 donation and said, "Hope this covers your rental. Really glad you and the family are right. Stay safe, guys." That's so nice of you.
Amazing.
It doesn't cover the rental, but I'm just kidding. No, but thank you so much, man. That's just amazing. That's
so kind.
yeah, that's really nice of you. All right, let me skip back to these other comments. All right, Deuces, what's up, man? Glad you guys are okay. Saw the Insta post. Yep. Enjoy the content, Trevor. Seems like a great dude, great family. Keep doing what you love, and God bless. Thank you, man. And we can play $100 heads up whenever you want, buddy. If you guys are just joining, hit the thumbs up button for us, please. It helps get more people into to viewing this Thursday night live stream. And we're trying to grow this and continue to grow this community that we got going on here. And we seem to have a good time. This is not the normal situation. Jody's usually a little more engaged in this. She's just out of it now.
Sorry.
Checked out.
Sorry, everybody. It's been a very long couple days.
What's up, Presley? How you doing in Trinidad? Yeah, so this shirt actually I got from a friend who I guess a friend of his was in the military, and this was his slogan. What's it called on the back?
Double down.
Double Down. That was the guy's name. He was in the military, and so yeah. Moderation is for cowards. It actually makes sense for the drive that we just made too, because I just drove 22 hours straight. Yeah, that was not the best idea, but yeah, kids are good. They're chilling. They're happy to be here. They're happy to be out of our house. That's like good thing mental
Not
health for them.
Andrew. He's told us repeatedly we should have never left our house.
It's true. Mike, how long are we in town for? Not exactly sure. Probably leave Wednesday or Thursday, I'm guessing. But who knows? We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, so I was driving, Daniel, and I don't know how I didn't swerve off the road. I was like, maybe it's just the mental game work that I've done for so long that I was just like calm and cool, and I just like.
It was actually like super weird. So I was sleeping and I woke up because I heard the rock hit. Well, not the rock, the cement, brick, whatever.
Dwayne Johnson.
What?
I feel like you're really far back.
Well, I'm relaxing here.
Yeah. You heard the Dwayne Johnson hit the
So I woke up and I saw it because it was loud and glass went everywhere. I mean, we had glass. It was all over my face. I actually got a cut over here. I got cut on my finger and I got cut on my knee, and nobody else got cut. I don't know why I was lucky enough to have all the cuts, but there was glass everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure I swallowed it. It was all over everything. And I woke up and I was just looking at it and I was completely shocked. And I just kept saying, what the F is that? Except I was more screaming it. And I was looking at Trevor and I was like, did this really just happen? Because Trevor seems so calm and he's not really going anywhere. He's just still driving straight down the road. Is he going to pull over? And then like right after all those thoughts raced through my head, he started to make his way, because we were all the way on the left side of the road. So he started to make his way over to the right and pulled onto the shoulder and into the grass.
Once we get through all these, I'll tell the next story, which I think is pretty awesome. What's up, Mike Fritz? How you doing? Yeah, fuck rock. Yeah, Luke is the man. Awesome. Why is Trevor such a prick? That's a good question. I like that. Maybe that will buy Trevor some Smash Bros. Lessons so he can beat Andrew. Nice. Yeah.
Nice. How come these mean ones don't come through
I don't
on
know.
mine?
Which mean ones?
You just said, why is Trevor such a prick?
No, I don't know.
I don't get those. Who said that?
It was Daniel. He's just joking around.
Oh.
David said the ADHD podcast was very helpful to me personally to understand more why I have trouble being present in the moment. Thank you, Jody, for sharing your experiences.
No problem.
Yeah, that's awesome. Really happy to hear that. Doing the podcast is amazing for us because one, we get to just talk to each other and talk about our own issues and get that off our chest, see what we can figure out to work out our own brains. But when we get feedback like that, it's really, really great because it means that people are listening and hopefully it's helping them.
Yeah.
So yeah, the podcast comes out every Wednesday on all the different podcast platforms. This week, what did we talk about this week? I don't remember.
I have no idea.
We talked about a bunch of times. Oh, I gave my May wrap up. So
Talked about my May, how it went.
Yeah.
Working out.
My May, I had my second best ever month, and I played
about
187 hours.
Habits.
Oh, we talked about building habits. Yeah, I don't even know, but you guys check it out, and if you guys like it, leave a review because that helps us out a lot, and it helps get the podcast out to more people. All right, let's catch up on some more of these. So yeah, Mario Karts too. Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers. He crushed me at both of them. Daniel said we still love you, Jody. Rest well tonight. Rick, how's it going? Glad to hear you guys are well. I missed the first minute or two. Where were you guys driving to Florida? Yes, we were on our way to Florida. We had made an impromptu trip. We made an impromptu trip where we decided at 6:30 that we were going to drive down to Florida to our Florida house where we are now. And we got in the car at 10:30 p.m. Everything was packed, ready to go. I figured the kids would sleep through the night so that I could just drive and be locked in. I listen to podcasts and drink coffee and I'd be totally fine. And I was totally fine. And then this is when it happened at 6 o'clock, this piece of concrete. If you want to see the pictures, it's in the thumbnail. I don't know if you saw that. It made it to the thumbnail. And it's on Jody's Instagram if you guys want to see what happened exactly. I'm going to continue the story once we get caught up with what happened. Beach day tomorrow. We don't even really go to the beach that much when we're down here. We usually just hang out with friends. And it's just we needed an escape from the same thing every day. I needed to take a day off for sure. And I knew I wouldn't take a day off if I was in New Jersey. So we needed to do that. So Deuces said his wife is booking a room in July at Borgata. Can't seem to talk her out of it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Things seem like they're starting to get back to normal. Hopefully it's okay. I know that some states have been adding the amount of cases that they've had, adding to the amount of
the number of cases are going up.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really got cut with glass, Jody, because Trevor is a LifeLock box. That's true.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get cut that bad, though. I mean,
I didn't get cut that bad, but I was still bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, if we were gonna choose one spot for the windshield to get hit with this giant rock, it was definitely the right spot.
Oh
to
yeah.
pick. It was directly in the middle between the two of us, and it went down. So if it was up a little bit higher, it would have came straight through probably. If it was to this way, then
if it would have came through the middle, it probably would have got Cam in the knees.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, because she was kind of her head was off to the side, so it probably would have smashed her right in the knees. And then either way, left or right, it would have gotten one of us in the face.
Yeah. Presley said this episode should be called The Rock. I like it.
My God, I'm getting anxiety
I know, it was
thinking
ridiculous.
about
Agree with you, Deuces. Luke's making you guys all look bad, but yeah, he's awesome. He's the man. All right.
Why is he not talking?
I don't know. Maybe he's just out there trying. Grinders do, and I'm just wondering, Trevor, did you ever use any medication for more focus and concentration while playing? Nope, never have. Never tried Adderall or anything like that. I've just always tried to work on my brain to get to a right spot and not use medication. We did not have any Taco Bell on the road, Ben, but we did actually stop at Chipotle, which was our first meal outside of the house in 3 months, I think. So yeah.
Since March.
Yeah. Just said, be careful down in Florida. It seems they're a little backwards down there when it comes to virus safety. Yeah, I mean, we're just chilling in our house.
Anywhere.
Yeah, we're chilling in our house. We'll have friends over that have also been self-quarantined, and we'll keep safe distance and all that stuff. So What's up, Pan? Yeah, we are doing okay. Luke's just enjoying. Yeah, Luke, you're the man. You're the man. All right, so let me tell you the second half of this story. And this type of story, we're going to tell this on the podcast probably too. But I want to tell this story now because it's the type of story I really believe in the good of people. I think that the vast majority of people are good. And I hold strongly to that belief. And then when things like a lot of things that are going on in the world right now, and social media try to show you that that's not the case, then that upsets me. So I'm going to share what happened. We get the rock comes through the window. I call 911. They send a trooper out, and he didn't seem to know what to do. And we called AAA. They brought a tow truck out eventually. The trooper took Jody and Cam and Andrew up to the next rest stop while we waited for the tow truck. Tow truck comes, takes me and Ava up. The trooper takes me and Ava up also. Tow truck takes the car up to the rest stop. And what's going on over there? Okay. And so then the trooper just like we were at the rest stop. We have obviously the car that I can't operate is right there. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And trooper's just like, and then just kind of takes off. And so we're sitting there, in South Carolina. We've been driving for 8 or 9 hours with a giant piece of concrete through the windshield at a rest stop.
And glass everywhere, so we can't get in the car.
We can't get in the car. There's nothing. So we're just standing there. So I called the insurance company to see if there's a Safe Flight or somebody that can come out and repair it. Well, there's no appointments that day. They can't come until the next day. And we can shut the door. And so then she gets she gets somebody on the phone who's a 24-hour guy in that area. And his name is Mr. Tim, the glass man. And Mr. Tim, I hear we're on a three-way call, and she says, "Oh, his deductible is $500." And he says to me, he's like, "Oh, yo, listen, ignore her. I can get it. I can do it for you for less than $500, no problem. Like, just give me your phone number right now." So we're like talking over the insurance lady. So he's like, and then he's like, "Well, I'm like, well, we need a tow to get to your place." And he's like, "I got you, man. I got you. I'll be right out." And so he comes out 5 minutes later, and I'd actually called him earlier as soon as it happened because I saw that he was in the area, but he said that he had a doctor's appointment that day. Well, he was going to have surgery, and he still came out. He checked out the car. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'll take care of this." And I was like, "Well, we need a rental car. Like, I need to get a rental car because we need to keep on our ride. We can't wait around here till tomorrow to get the truck." So he's like, "Okay, he tells us where there's an Enterprise." So I called him up. He's like, "Yeah, they'll just bring the car out to you." Well, I called the Enterprise, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't bring the car out to you." So I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess we got an Uber or whatever." And he's like, "Man, I got you. So he calls up his secretary. He has his secretary come out in one of their big cars. It was a GMC Acadia, right? Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Arcade, whatever.
Acadia. Yeah, he told her to bring something. He said, "What do you have on the lot that'll fit 6 people?"
Yeah. So she comes out. She puts all of us in the car, drives us 20 minutes away to the rental car place. We get the rental car. She follows us back to our car, and we move all our stuff over there. And then they take the truck to his place and leaves it there. He's like, "Yeah, man, you can leave it here. I'll take care of it tomorrow, and you'll be all set up." Oh, I forgot. And actually, while we were waiting for her to come, he had left because he had his surgery appointment. But then he came back because he realized that it was starting to rain, and we had a big hole in our windshield, obviously. So he brought back one of those. What is it?
It was like a big sheet of sticky plastic that the dealership uses to seal stuff. Yeah,
so what we would have done if he wasn't around, because we would have had to, I guess, I don't even know. I guess would have just taken an Uber because we would have had to have our car towed to like a Safe Flight and have them leave it there tomorrow and then gotten an Uber to the rental car place, I guess. But then we have our stuff too. So it would have been brutal. So if the point of the story is, first of all, Mr. Tim is the man. And if you're ever near Latta, South Carolina, to hit up Mr. Tim for the glass man. But it's just awesome that there's really great people out there. And, when we go back to pick up the stuff, we're going to hook them up a little bit. So, and also his secretary, who was awesome and took time out of her day, obviously, to like drive us and take care of us there too. So anyway, did we skip out on the tab at Chipotle? No, we did pay for that, I think. Daniel said, "My best friend, I'm assuming, in college, told me a buck came through his parents' windshield a week before he was born, and the antler stopped inches from his mom's stomach. He always told me how blessed his existence is. Yeah, that's crazy.
That actually happened to my best friend's husband's friend.
Why
But
does this
it
door keep
happened to
opening?
his mom, except that she, unfortunately, the deer got her and it killed her. And that's awful. And that's the stuff that I think about, stuff like that, because it happened right near our house. Do you remember that?
Yeah. All right, back over here. Sorry. Yeah, Mr. Tim the Glass Man, Tim the Tool Man, Tim, good job. Yeah, he's the man. Thank you, Toby. We're very happy that we are safe also. Definitely very lucky to meet Mr. Tim. And feel really, really happy that we did. Rich, no, we don't think anyone threw the brick at us. It doesn't seem like there's anywhere. There was no overpass, and it didn't seem like there was anywhere that they could have thrown the brick from. I was driving. I was paying attention to everything. So, I mean, but it happened so fast. I never had a chance to react or do anything. Like, it just was there. I didn't see it pop up or I didn't see anything happen. It was just boom right there. So there's never a chance to do anything other than what happened there. So
Yeah, like people keep commenting on my Facebook thing saying I'm just getting tons of random people coming in. I guess it's getting shared and people are coming in and they're saying like people are evil. I'm like, no.
I told Jody she has to watch because I guarantee that people will use this picture and think that it's a part of the protest or something. So I said you have to watch because I guarantee somebody will share this picture and say that it was part of like protesting or something, but it was not that at all.
I'm just gonna edit it and like
you got to edit it. Yeah. When people live life as a blessing, blessings follow like the glass man. Thanks, buddy. What's up, Anthony? We are happy to be safe. I was actually going to text you, buddy, but it's been obviously a crazy day, and we just kept driving after that. I was going to tell you everything, but then Jody posted on Facebook anyway. So, what's up, David? Random, but does iTunes charge you for posting or whatever the word is a podcast with them? Nope, no charge. It posted. Jody posts it on what's it called?
I use Buzzsprout, and then it pushes it out. Like you have to register everything, but it pushes it out to there. You have to pay for podcast hosting, but then like you pay that through whoever your host is, and then the host pushes it to all the different podcast platforms.
Oh yeah, this reminds me. Somebody actually did this from one of our other groups. But if you guys have a few minutes and you want to go leave Mr. Tim a review on Facebook, I think that would be an awesome thing to do for him.
I don't know if he's on Facebook.
That's where he did it, right?
Mm-mm.
Where was it?
Facebook. It was his website.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought it was on Facebook. He left the review on there. No.
It looked like his website to me. That's what I went to.
I'm pretty sure he was on Facebook. No?
Okay, well, I was not on a Facebook page. I was on a website.
All right, if I find him on here, then I'll post this link in the thing here. What's it called? The chat?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, maybe you're right.
It was his website. I was looking at it.
Yeah, you're
a website looks nothing like a Facebook page.
Okay, well, I'll post the link.
I can distinguish the difference.
All right, let's catch up here again. Thomas, have a great time with your wife and enjoy your shower, buddy. After hours, you get road hypnosis. Easy to miss if you drive a long time. Yeah, like I've had so many ridiculous driving degen stories. I mean, I flew to San Diego, smoked some marijuana, and what's it called? And then got in the car with a friend of mine that I grew up with, and she started driving, and did I say I got in and out? I said that, right? I ate in and out basically, and then we drove back across the country. I flew from Philly, flew from Philly to San Diego, and then drove straight from San Diego back to Philly, 50 hours straight without stopping with her. And then we drove across the country where I did 3 different 16-hour drives, 16 hours, then day off, 16 hours, day off, and then 16 hours. I've just done so many ridiculous drives. Did you guys run into that big rainstorm that happened here earlier? Mike, here's what happened. Not only did we have all that stuff happen, for like the last 6 hours of the ride here, we had 5 or 6 different torrential downpours. So, I'm 20 something hours into driving and I'm like with the blinkers on going 20 miles an hour, basically. Pan said it's probably bots that are messaging your Facebook. What's up, Tim P? How you doing, buddy? Welcome into the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Anthony said, yeah, we thought it was an overpass throw because that seems so freakish that something that big would kick up. Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's crazy. I don't know. What's up, Dave? Welcome.
So,
yeah.
Just going back to that really quick, my dad was a truck driver for a really long time when I was before I was born, and then when I was really little, before he moved over to IT. And so I was talking to him about it, and he said that, that being on the road, a truck or a tractor trailer or something like that could easily kick it up. And if it starts to spin on its side or whatever, it can easily just bounce off the road and come straight up. We don't, originally I was just thinking there was a landscaping truck in front of us. It must've just come from there. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, well, how would the wind just pick up a big piece of concrete and jam it into our car? So I called him to ask him and he said, yeah, I was thinking about that too. So, but then also the trailer that was in front of us, if it was inside of there, he was saying if it didn't have the right type of shock absorbent, whatever, that it could easily just hit a bump and bounce and then cause it to bounce out of the trailer and come up. So we just don't know where it came from. But like we said, there was no overpass or anything. So
yeah. Dave, what's up, man? Thanks for joining out in a couple months, but we kind of got all things here. We got some different parody type videos that the kids do where they act, and then I just have regular poker strategy type videos, and then there's play every hand videos where I play every hand at the casino, and people seem to enjoy those quite a bit. But hopefully you enjoyed the DGF pods. I'll just plug this again real quick because if you guys weren't here in the beginning, but Jody and I both were on separate episodes of Sessions, which is the DGF podcast, which you can find on Apple or any of the other podcast platforms. My episode came out on Tuesday. Jody's came out on Thursday. Hers,
today.
that's
today.
Yeah, today.
This morning. That's what I was getting ready to listen to when the brick came through the window.
Yeah. That so yours was more like your life story because it was the first time you were ever on there.
Yeah.
My first time ever on there was a couple months ago, and he did my life story then. This one we talked more about kind of some of the issues that are going on in society, and I don't know what else we talked about. Lots of stuff. I actually talked about mental game and being a professional poker player, actually being a professional. Mark, sleep well when you can calm the nerves. See you next week. Thank you, buddy. We will sleep well. Thanks for stopping by. Ben said, I hate road trips with a passion. 14 hours from Maryland was enough. Can't even imagine 22. My buddy and I killed a 20-pack of Busch Light on a 4-hour trip when I was 18. Yeah, I've done that many times.
Trevor also made us drive from New Jersey to Las Vegas with 2 kids.
And back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've done this trip to Florida
many times.
I've probably done it 30 times in my life, if I had to guess, maybe more.
Me too, because my uncle lives down here.
David said, have you done a podcast yet on advice to keep your marriage awesome besides not telling your wife she has a black heart? You two seem still so in love after lots of years. I mean, I think that I don't know if I can think of a specific episode, but I think most of the episodes kind of go over stuff that we do.
Well, you can go listen to Tells where we were on there because that was a question that they asked us.
Oh, really? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Talk about our marriage there.
Yeah, we did a guest appearance on the Tells podcast with Andrew and Boosie, and yeah, so I guess we answered that question. I don't even remember.
Yeah, she asked about it. You said finding something that you really, really like.
It's true. That's probably a pretty important ingredient. But yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much all of our podcasts generally come back to us and our relationship. I actually just re-listened to episode 23, which is conscious versus unconscious thinking, and I think there was some good relationship stuff in there. So if you want to give that one a listen, I think that was probably a good one to go into. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? Love you too, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Tom, hope things are going down well in there. Hope things are going well down in West Virginia, buddy. Hopefully you're staying safe. Am I going to play live at all while in Florida? No, Daniel. I am taking at least 5 days off, maybe 6 days off to just fully
decompress.
Yes. I'm at, I think, so let's see. I'm on pace to be at 1,200 hours after 6 months. So averaging 200 hours a month and lots of hands, obviously. And I just needed a couple days off. I've only taken off. So today was my third day off since March 1st and only my 7th day off of the year, I think. So need a little break and then we'll get back to it. Oh, nice. You're back home now, Tom. Okay, cool. Happy to hear you got home safe and no giant concrete slab came through your windshield. Ben said, make sure when drinking in the car to chuck the cans out of the window rather than shoving them under your seat.
I'm going to say don't do that. So you don't hit anybody's car when you're driving.
So here's what I did one time. So
God.
I think I told this. Maybe I told this around here. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But when we were under 21, we used to drink all the time at my friend's house, and his parents knew we were drinking there. So I don't even know why we went through the trouble of doing this, but we were drinking. I think we were drinking 40s or something that was in a big bottle, and we took it to go with us. And I finished it up in the car, and then I decided I would launch it out of the car, except for I hit. What's up, Greg? How's it going? It's okay that you're late. If you're just catching up with us, you see the thumbnail. A giant piece of concrete came through our window, and we're currently in Florida after being up for 39 hours straight. Wait, are we really 37 minutes in?
Yes.
What the hell did I just talk about for 37 minutes? How is anybody even still here? Wow. Okay. All right. Mike said, Tom just back for the weekend. Okay. Be safe getting back down there. Mike said, I got invited to a PLO home game from a player at the Hard Rock. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, he probably thinks you're terrible, I'm guessing. It's the only thing that could be, right? Anthony said, your machine playing that many hours. Did you build up to that volume over the years, or have you always been able to sit at a computer screen for that long? Well, it's a little bit different. So I never played this many hours because I was always playing way more hands. So when I was playing 12 to 15 tables, it's really difficult to play that many hours. Like if you play 12 to 15 tables and you play like 120 to 130 hours, that's really, really good because you're going to end up at over 100,000 hands every month. And that's what I was doing pretty much. I was usually in the 120 to 130 hours, but I'm playing, 12 to 15 tables. Whereas now my average multi-table ratio is like 3 to 4. And so I can sit at the tables for a lot longer. There's a lot less mental stress going on in my head, and I can just put in longer hours. So, but I mean, it's definitely something to build up for because people can sit there and play 200 hours a month, but if you're playing your A game, 25 hours of the month or even 100 hours of the month, and then the rest of the time you're playing not your A game, then you're in trouble. So the trick is to be able to play that many hours and also play your best game the entire time as well. Are you bored today?
No, I'm.
You spaced
Sorry.
off?
Well, I'm concerned that I swallowed glass and it's freaking me out.
Okay. Do we have any experts that can tell her what to do if she swallowed glass? I need water. All right. We are in Florida. Yes, Tom. We impromptu drove down last night. Good night, Deuces. Hope you have a good night. What's the longest session live or online you've ever played? I played many 70-hour-ish sessions at the Trop, going down, getting there Thursday and leaving Sunday during college. And since then, I don't play long sessions at all. So not very long. Probably like live or online sessions, I max out at like 11, 12 hours. And then live sessions, I never play live pretty much anymore. Did you have a hangover last week, Jody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little hangover. Thoughts on the Apostle case getting dismissed? Not surprised. The people that I know that are lawyers and stuff like that said that it was very likely to be dismissed, not because they don't think he did it, but based on the ground of the way that it was proposed. I don't really follow it that well, but I'm not surprised. I'm sure there'll be some sort of countersuit or however that stuff works. I don't really know. Mike said that the Hard Rock used to do promotions. You play 75 hours in a month, you get $500. I used to hit it twice in a month. That's awesome. Are you playing Omaha all the time? So yeah, I play almost all Omaha except for I have heads up no limit tables. I don't play any more no limit 6 max, so it's just all Omaha and then heads up no limit. Looking at my hands, would you agree that I tap out around 3 hours? Yeah, I think it's probably around the 3-hour mark, but it also depends on how many tables you have, Anthony. I think if you have too many tables, it can be a little earlier than that. And also, I don't think it's not always consistent that it's just going to be you tap out after 3 hours. There's going to be some days when you just don't have it and you tap out after an hour. Or there's going to be other days where maybe you can lock in and you can go for 4 hours. So it's really about understanding how your brain works and really paying attention to how you're feeling in the moment and in the game, and then making that decision to quit or to keep playing. Tom said, if you can feel the glass, get it looked at.
I just feel like this very light burning because the glass, the windshield shattered into tiny pieces, and I don't even know what else. It looked like there was white powder everywhere, and all of it kind of hit me in the face, and it was on my lips and stuff. So I just feel like in my throat kind of, and like in my chest, it just feels like a very slight burning sensation, but nothing like it's not painful. It's just weird and different, and I don't know. I mean, I feel fine.
Anthony said the Apostle case was so predictable they should have set up some kind of sting before divulging their suspicions. So I think the reason, if I remember correctly what they're saying, that the reasons that the case is getting dismissed is just because there isn't enough to find the casino. They're not saying that he didn't do it. There's just not enough to find the casino negligent in the case or whatever, something like that. I don't know. If I ran into Apostle in person, what would I say to him? I think I would just say, shame on you. That's what I do. I just go, shame on you. Look for blood in anything that comes out of you, Big Tom says.
Alrighty.
All
Will do.
I think we got to wrap this up because I am exhausted.
Hi, bud. What's the matter?
I don't even know how this went
I
this
don't know
long
what you're
already.
doing. You want to come say hi? Oh, okay. Come on
Mike?
here. Come on. Oh, my
Mike, your son, who spelled your name wrong. Oh, there's Andrew. Look. You want to say hi, buddy?
Reporting for duty.
Do you want to say hi? Do
He said reporting
Nice.
for duty.
you want to say hi to everybody?
I'll say hi.
Oh, here comes Kim.
All right.
This bed's
Can I tell everybody what you said this week that I thought was the most amazing thing ever?
What?
What you said we were playing poker?
No,
Oh,
no.
I can't tell him?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Now we're getting out of control here.
All right, Kim, back up, honey. No,
All right.
no, Kim, you can't do
We
that.
gotta get the kids in bed. Thank you guys as always for joining us. If you guys are here watching the replay, if you can hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. If you guys want to check out the podcast, what do you got, fleas or something?
No.
If you guys want to check out the podcast, go to anywhere you can listen to podcasts, search for Raising the Nuts, and that comes out every Wednesday at 5 a.m. And then we check out the Sessions podcast with DJF. Search for the episodes with me, which came out on Tuesday, and Jody's that came out today. Those are really great, and I really recommend you subscribe to his channel because he's pretty awesome, and the community that we are developing there is pretty great. So hopefully you guys are staying safe and happy and healthy, and we will see you guys next week. We will definitely get some sleep. Luke, thank you so much again, man. That was really nice. Can you guys say thank you to Luke?
For what?
Luke gave us $200 towards our rental car. And Ben also gave us $5.
So what do you
I mean,
say?
it's awesome.
Can you say
Yeah.
thank you?
Can you say thank you?
205.
$205. Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, David, for stopping by.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Daniel. Daniel said, keep kicking your dad's butt in Mario Kart. And we will see you guys next week. What's up, Matthew? We're checking out right now, and we will have fun. Hopefully you're staying safe, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, foreheads.
Full of energy.
I'm going to go.